You're bleeding. A lot.
Come to turn me into the priests?
Depends what you've done.
Don't know if anyone told you, but it's illegal to die on this godforsaken island.
So I've been told.
Shame nobody told the beast roaming around. Vrach me to the one who kills it.
If you're paying, I'll hunt and kill this beast for you.
You're not the first hunter to tell me that. But I still have all my vrach me.
I'll find the beast and kill it. Try not to bleed out before I return. Come on. Come on. Ella.
We've got no use for you here. Get moved!
I should try to stay out of sight.
Someone over there? Just die! Oh! Ha! Yeah! Ella. You are a mighty beast, but you did not belong here. Oh, a corpse. This one's had its guts ripped out. A feast for the birds. A bloody handprint. Hasn't been here long. A shipwreck. Might explain how that bear got to Delos. This record says the bear came from Arcadia. There's nothing left to find here. I should return to the woman.
You're alive. And the monster?
The bear is dead. I've never seen one like it.
You killed it. So this is over.
I found some bloody handprints and a shipping record near a broken cage.
The bear is dead, and that's all that matters.
Tell me where you're from. Now.
I came from Arcadia.
You're a smuggler. You only wanted the beast dead because you knew if it started killing Thelians, they'd have your head.
What would you have me do? I couldn't kill the thing. I tried. The Dilians are crazy. Do you know what they do to foreigners who bring death to their island?
So you let a bloodthirsty bear roam free?
We were smuggling cargo from Arcadia to Kos for a man named Sargon. Ran around during a storm and the bear broke loose and killed the crew.
I know. I saw the bodies.
Those bodies were my friends. Please, I'll pay you. You can't tell the Dilians this was my fault.
You've suffered enough. What the Thelians don't know won't kill them.
A Misthios with a heart. You're as rare as that monster. Here, take what drachmi I have left.
Here. And don't let the Thelians catch you bleeding everywhere.
Stole from the sanctuary. He spilled blood on sacred soil.
So gratis. You just make friends wherever you go, don't you?
Alexios, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you to Thelos?
I'm helping a group of Thelian rebels.
But do they truly need help? Is not the decision to rebel enough to release one from oppression?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not getting sucked into one of these debates again.
Yet right now there's a situation I would love your opinion on.
Fine.
Soldiers captured the rebel. He stole from the sanctuary to help finance the rebellion. When guards attempted to apprehend the man, he killed one of them.
Murder on Delos. They're probably going to kill him.
Indeed. Though it's illegal to end his life here, so he awaits his fate to be transported to Mykonos.
Where do I come in?
Would you say this rebel deserves death? That killing him brings justice?
Let me answer that by asking you this. What exactly is justice?
A brilliant question. He stole, which is wrong.
But it was for the freedom of his people, which is right.
He killed a man.
To save his own life.
He broke a sacred law, one he knew honored the gods.
So you're saying he can kill and steal, but stay in the earth and he should have his throat cut?
I am saying nothing, but when we stray from the law, are we not like the animals?
You know my opinion on that. Can I go now?
Of course, of course. There's just one more thing.
There always is.
The rebel is being held north of here in the Estiatorium. They're shipping him to Mykonos tomorrow.
Wait. All this just to convince me to save the man?
Convinced, never. Though I am curious, now that you know where he's held and why, would you save him?
I'm going to pay this rebel a visit. Sounds like we have a lot in common.
I thought you might, though I have no drachmi to give, only knowledge. Which one should prefer, for it is perpetual, not transitory.
Well, that's something, I think.
Αν παραμείνω ζωή να απολέσω.
rebel is there.
Επικαλούμεσαι.
Μεγαλώνει με το χρόνο.
You dogs! Let me go! You'll never get me back to Mingonos! Kira will come and kill you all!
Fall back to where you came from, pigs. This is the land of Apollo. I will thank you, Mistios, but you were too gentle with those pigs.
Keep your opinion to yourself. You've caused enough trouble. Now follow me.
Then you are oppressed, and anyone else who tries to claim the Delos Island, Delians are free.
More Delians will die if you don't shut up!
Silence is what led to this. I'll scream till my lungs bleed, and all soldiers are dead.
Malaka! You have a very loud mouth. You could have gotten us both killed.
Then our sacrifice would set fire to the hearts of the rebels. Then cast every non-Delian into the sea for Poseidon to chew up and spit out.
You realize I'm not Delian. The Spartans who fought and died for the rebellion are also not Delian.
Athenians want these islands for our wealth. The Spartans want these islands for Sparta. I won't let them have it. We don't need them. We don't want them. Delians should rule Delos alone. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going straight to Kira. The rebels must leave their caves. The time to attack is now.
Go, and don't come back. Every soldier on Delos will be looking for you.
Let them find me. I already sent one to his grave. I'd love to send another.
Socrates! Another foreigner has spilled blood on sacred soil!
Perhaps... Alexios, seeing you on Thelos sets my heart at ease. So tell me, how was your encounter with the rebellious prisoner?
You never told me he was an extremist lunatic.
But who am I to judge what is too much or too crazy? Are we not both at some point or another?
He would have thrown you and your philosophies into the sea.
Perhaps when I was thinner, both in weight and philosophy. So, tell me, were you able to resolve the situation without bloodshed?
There may have been a few drops, but everyone survived.
Interesting. A mercenary who carries blades of death everywhere he goes, and yet, in this particular case, he chose life.
What can I say? I was in a good mood.
And what of the rebel?
Should be on his way back to Mykonos, if he knows what's good for him.
Our choices are like ripples on water. They seem tiny and insignificant at the beginning, but they can become devastating tidal waves by the time they run their course.
It's a pleasure, Socrates. I can always count on you to give me a devastating headache.
The pleasure is mine, Alexios. Hope to see you around the symposiums again.
Don't hold your breath.
Από τον θάλασσα να μιλήσει.
Eagle Bearer, my name is Herodianos, second to Thaletas in battle. The dogs of war howl for blood, and thanks to you, Sparta now howls back.
Sounds like a lot of howling.
Fight with us! Together we'll run our shields through their skulls and spears through their hearts!
I'd be honored to fight with Sparta.
To battle!
For Sparta!
We can't lose! Let's go! We're destroying them!
Άμυνας, περικαλύπτοντας το ημέτερο σώμα, με τα γάλματα οι αοράτες στους ναούς και στην αγορά. Έχομεν Κίνας, Βουλάτα, Βλακοντουέ.
Αλλά όμως, δεν τα θυμάς.
The people are happy.
As they should be! For the first time since Ares cursed us with war, the Delos Islands know freedom!
But where is Kira? It's not like her to miss a chance to drink with her troops.
She told me you kept her secret. I'm still shocked. Otharkis was a complicated man, but he was still her father. She snuck off to send him to the ferryman alone.
If Otharkis were my family, I'd have tied him to a tree and left him to rot.
You and many others on Delos, but this is still more celebration than funeral. There's wine to drink and tales to tell.
Make the tale great. The troops deserve it. Even Thaletas.
Certainly, if you can find him. And when you do, remind him, I still plan to tell him how I lost this eye.
And the crew? Ready to sail?
On your order. But first, let the crew enjoy a drink and a song. You deserve one too.
Κύριε, είστε τον γείτονά μου ως την θέατρο συγγράφη. Ακίκο.
Mykonos is a lot busier than Kefalonia. Marcos would like it here.
We lost too many soldiers to the Athenians.
You don't say.
Thaletas, what are you doing out here?
Thinking. Praying. This was my time, Alexios.
What?
This glory was supposed to be mine. But you took everything from me! You took Podarkis. You took these islands. You took Kira, my love.
Be reasonable, Thaletas.
I tried to be reasonable. I am not reasonable. I am Spartan! For the gods! You've got no chance! For the ferryman.
Go now. Into the river of black night and embrace the boundless gloom. You shall wander, obscure even in the house of Hades, flitting among the sadly dead.
You shouldn't have to say goodbye alone.
I'm glad I'm not alone. I've wanted to watch him burn for so long. Now that it's happened, I thought I'd feel peace.
And what do you feel?
I used to feel vengeful. Now, empty.
I was in your place once. The vengeance dies, then the emptiness dies too. Give it time.
Time! I gave my entire life! I want it done. Kronos devours his children, rips them flesh from bone. Zeus had Prometheus torn open by birds for an eternity. Fate is cruel, and the gods are wicked.
Right here, right now, all that matters are the people who have fought for you. They need you now, not the gods.
You're right. They do need me, and I need them. We're rebels with nothing left to rebel against. They need me now more than ever. Thank you.
What will you do next? Mykonos will need to rebuild.
Then that's what we'll do. But not to put it back as it was, not as Pater wanted. We'll make this place a new home for our people to be free, to live good lives.
Gira, he's gone. Your rebels are waiting.
They're celebrating. Let's celebrate with them. Goodbye, Pater. Thanks for being with me back there. I needed you.
I wanted to be. You know that.
Oh, did you hear? They're promoting Thaleta to general and sending him back to Sparta in the morning.
That is what he deserves. May he sail safely to his distant shore.
I sent out 2 notes. And who responds? Alexios, the mighty eagle bearer, and Thaletas, a Spartan. He's gone now. But we're together. Like Artemis and Apollo, like Mykonos and Delos. And the people are celebrating us.
They are. But soon I'll set sail.
Let the fates come when they may. Tonight, Alexios, we are together. All of us. One family. One rebellion.
Χαίρετε και καλώς ήρθετε στο μείζον πολιτήριον ενταυτή. Με βόδια αρώματα εκ Κορίνθου και Κρήτης. Ωραία βοήθεια εκ Ειρήνης και εξ Αθηνών. Και ήλιος εκφάσονται και
well in battle.
Διερασπίσατε μάλλον τη δυνατόν εστί ευρίσκη. Έχετε ήλιο Μαρία. Έχουμε στοιχεία και
Είστε τον γείτονα.
I've already said to
Life is only worth living if we spend our time examining our choices. Wouldn't you agree?
Καλώς γέγει. Το ίαμα προήκεια η πρώτον θυσία
Αγλαότιμη, τεχνών μύτη.
Καπούλη, κρύπε.
You? After I killed the bear, I thought you were itching to get off Delos.
Me too. But I met someone, and...
Alexios! You know Iola?
We're friends. But she told me she was leaving the islands.
Well, I went to the fountain by the sanctuary to get my arm clean.
And I went to pray. That's when I saw her with my good left eye.
And I saw your pretty face with my good right eye.
Like 2 stars aligning. Cute.
The stink of roasting sacrifices, the sweaty bodies of pilgrims coming to pray. It was perfect.
Love hits you hardest when you don't see it coming.
It sounds like you're part of the family now. You've lost your crew and your ship. Why not join us on the Adrestia? We could use someone like you.
You could use me. Well, a life of freedom, water at our feet, wind at our backs. What do you think, Varuni?
I say welcome aboard.
And it's settled. We set off soon. Be on deck when we do.
You look ready to go.
Podarkis is gone, Kira's with the rebels, and I have other targets to hit.
Then we sail. But first, I may have told Kira you'd give a speech to the rebels before saying goodbye.
Let's say goodbye.
Charity! Settle down! Settle down! Alexios has something he would like to say.
Ilians! We have won! But now, the real work begins. You must build a new home. A fair home. One where cruel people like Podarkis can never rise to power!
And now, a toast to Alexios, to victory! What a speech! Though I think some of the rebels like fighting more than rebuilding.
I think they liked it.
Of course, of course! Who wouldn't? I'll round up the crew. See you back at the ship?
Socrates! You looking to join our crew?
I've just come to see you off. I sail on a merchant ship in the morning.
May Poseidon calm the waves. Barnabas, is the Adrastia ready to sail?
The crew are in fine spirits, if a little hungover. But the ship is ready.
Good. I only wish we weren't leaving Kira alone to rebuild her home.
Are any of us truly alone, who have our friends and allies beside us?
Exactly! Do you remember what you told me when you first set foot on these sands?
I said we came here to help people.
That's what we set out to do, and that's precisely what you did. They don't call you the mighty Mystios for nothing.
Who calls me that?
He does.
Now then, it's time we give the crew some orders. Where do we sail to next?
I won't rest until I know my family is safe. We do what we've always done. Follow their trail until I've brought everyone together again.
Until your return, Commander.
Τι συνέβη μόλις? You have offered me freedom. Thank you for your kindness.
You saved my life.
Stay right where going to gut you!
How much more can you take?
Εγκαταλείψω πάνω στα...
Ανάκρουσε πρίμναν.
Helm's ready for you, Commander. Bad weather ahead. Your heartbeat is as loud as the sea itself.
We're approaching Naxos.
Are you excited?
Nervous. What will I say to her?
Alexios, you've traveled half the Greek world to find her. You don't have to say anything. Just being there will be enough.
be intimidated. Stock the barracks and double the patrols. If Paros is sending them, I want to know the moment they make landfall.
Yes, Archon.
But Archon, please, the
Xerxes,
merchants have...
I understand your concerns. But protecting the town and the quarries is what's most important. You may all go. The meeting is over.
Alexios. How?
When I closed my eyes, I could still see you fall. I thought I had lost you.
Cassandra is still alive.
I have her, don't they? I rebuilt my life from ashes. Do you understand? Now you tell me you're alive. You're both alive. It's really you. It's not some trick of the gods.
I found you.
Your sister. We have to get her back.
She's too far gone.
I gave up on you both once. Never again.
What have you...
How did you...
I have a lot of questions.
I think we both do. But ask. I'll answer what I can.
I want to know about my real father.
How did you know?
I was told.
Nikolaos. You saw him.
In Megaris, yes.
Nikolaos was your father. He was the man who raised you. Until he took his Spartan duty too far.
He mentioned another. What can you tell me about him?
I always hoped you would never need to discover the truth. But there are things you need to know if we are to stop the cult.
What do you mean?
He sought me out before I knew your Nikolaos. I've not heard from him in a long time. What's wrong?
Soldiers from Paros just made landfall in the cove. A small force, maybe a dozen.
Malaka. Timo, gather the troops. Questions will have to wait, Lamb.
I want to help.
I assume you can use those weapons?
Better than when you last saw me.
Good. Come.
Who is attacking?
Paros, across the bay. It seems Silanos has finally grown tired of sharing the marble trade.
Why now?
We've always had problems with Paros. I expected an attack, just not so soon.
I guess the time for talking is over.
When opportunity beckons.
Cosmos fights for Athens, and so Athens fights for Cosmos.
Why are you working with Sparta, given all that's happened?
Paros made an alliance with the Athenians, so they left me little choice.
You needed support.
A rivalry with Paros is one thing, but they turned it into a war. Their partnership with Athens was too much to weather for Naxos alone.
Learn some control!
You have my thanks. Now you'll see Spartan courage! Go! You're dead to die here! Face me, dog!
It's time! You'll be dining with Hades!
There's always been a rivalry between the islands. After all, Naxos used to control Paros and Andros. They're envious of our craftsmen, too.
And now?
They think they deserve expansion. Their oligarch demands their wings spread wide. But we'll clip their wings before that happens.
They don't know who they're up against.
You remind me of Nikolaos. You fight just like him. Ruthless and cunning. He would be proud.
I've never forgotten what you both taught me. I had a good education.
I wanted you to be unstoppable. And you are.
Let's continue this discussion somewhere the smell of death doesn't linger.
Ride with me. It is. Sparta has nothing on Naxian beaches.
Sparta. All I remember is the bottom of Mount Taygetos.
When I brought you to the Pythia as a baby, she never said we would live a nightmare. She said you had such promise.
To be
Your general acted quickly, ringing the alarm.
Timo knows Paris is a threat. They make their business clear.
They can't be more clear than sending soldiers. There's no treaty?
Maybe there was, but it's long over. Now there's no mistaking them for anything but the enemy.
An enemy I could help you defeat.
We'll discuss that later. But I think you're right.
Οφορηθήκε επί βροντά το απίκασμα του τέστη.
The temple's coming along, Evandros.
It will stay in ruins if we don't secure more donations. Soldiers can't get all the funds.
They can if you don't want the temple destroyed by our enemy. But I'll see what I can do.
It's a good deed restarting construction. Ligdamis was a great man who deserves reverence.
His battles against corruption and oligarchy are lessons we all should remember. I do intend to finish the temple.
Thank you, Phoenix.
What a strange day it has been.
But a good one.
I've certainly had worse.
Me too.
You have grown into a remarkable man, but I see the burden you carry on your shoulders.
Finding you has lessened it, I think.
I'm glad, but I have wondered why the gods chose to reunite us now.
I think they felt it was about time our family found each other again.
If we want to be truly united, we have to find Cassandra and rescue her from the cult's grasp.
They are the source of all our pain, and they will cause more to many others unless we act.
I put that life behind me the moment I left Sparta. I have Naxos to worry about now.
Let me help you here. We can safeguard Naxos, and then hunt down the cult together.
Mirini, the symposium is about to start.
By the gods. I'm sorry, my sweet. I forgot. Prepare the horses. I'll be out shortly.
The symposium?
I need to show the people their leader is strong and in control. Sometimes the face we show to the world needs to be one of strength, despite the chaos we harbor beneath. I will help you stop the cult, but before I can leave Naxos, I have to ensure it will survive without me.
What do you need?
Paros has to be dealt with. We need to weaken their position. Once they're vulnerable, they will make a reckless decision and we will strike.
What did you have in mind?
We must force the Paros fleet to engage us and destroy it. But my admiral, Aeneas, is missing. His ship was sailing for Paros to engage in peace talks, and he never returned.
Don't worry. I'll find him.
If you need me, I'll be at the symposium. Although, try to look less intimidating should you choose to pay me a visit.
Blood or change. Phoenix must choose.
This artist's work is everywhere. Their dislike is as clear as water.
Work of a coward. If they meant it, you'd have a sword to your throat right now.
You saw that crowd. Words are powerful. They're probably gossiping and plotting as we speak.
This rebel obviously wants attention. Someone should give it to them.
I had a similar thought. And I think that someone could be you.
Tell me where they are, and I'll put an end to this.
See the pigment of the paint. It's a rare color, and I only know one artist who chooses to use it. Last I heard, he lives in a cave at the Rutsuna waterfall.
I'll stop them.
We cannot answer their threats with violence of our own. That will add more fuel to the fire.
If that's what you want.
It is what she wants. Phoenix wants to fight for the people, not against them. Just stop them making any more art.
If you consider this art.
This
Χαίρετε και
came from
καλώς
whatever
ήλθετε
wrote
στο
this
μείζον
message.
πολιτήριον εδαφή.
I'll take it to the
Ευώδη
art
αρώματα εκ Κορίνθου και Κρήτης. Δωρεύω ή εκ Κυρίνης.
I have some things to ask you.
Go on. It's the slow season.
I found these rock fragments near the graffiti. Do you recognize them?
That, my friend, is emery. Used for various artistic endeavors. Won't give the pottery as good of a shine in that state, though.
Emery? The rock? Is it found on Naxos?
It's mined from the Rotsuna waterfall.
Thank you. Eroso.
Maybe you'll buy something next time.
Και δηλαδή εξεπολόμενε τη δυσπυρά. Αναζητήσατε εσύ των ηλαίων. Πώς χαρεξή και το κέπερις είναι αυτή η αποκλεισμή. Επιήλθε αμέσως διακηρύτης. Κείμενο εν τάδε τέθνης. Μήνυν προκάλεσα της θεής. Και πλακούτας όντινον δέμονται εγέφταστε. Πονήσαστε άρτους ή καδε προς χάριν των προσφυλών ή προς χάριν της εισηχθίδος ή ζήτεομού. Βαμβακεράς εξ Αιγύπτου και οθώνας αρίστας. Έχομεν ράπτας αριστοτεχνίτας.
Τι λαμβάνει η χώρα?
This color looks strange. I should ask the art merchant where the artist could have got it.
Τι γίνεται?
Ουκ άξιος εστί τούτο παθήν.
Ό,τι κορεστεί.
Το ηχθιοπολίον εστί μέσα. Αντακαίων τάραχος και λευκό προσβάλλει. Ακυπησίους, θήνους, σκόμβρους και τρίγλας εξ ευξήνου πόντου. Έχομεν τα ρηγιές. Έχομεν αλιπάσιους εκ της και άλλας εκ διοσκουρίας.
I have some things to ask you.
Go on. It's the slow season.
This pigment is only used in the graffiti. Has anyone been buying this from you?
I do remember a man asking about this color now that you mention it.
Just him?
Yes, from what I remember. I didn't have any when he asked. He seemed impatient and asked if anyone else sold it.
Thank you. Eroso.
Maybe you'll buy something next time.
Νέα σχολή Αθηνά, βεβαίως.
άκουσαν τούτο.
Δωρε βοήε εκ Κυρίδης και εξ Αθηνών, και ίνος εκθάσουτε και Ρόδους. Πού καλυτεύει το προσφύγει, ο εμός αδελφός του. Ίστα τον γείτονά μου ως θέατρο συγγράφη. Ίστα τον γείτονά μου ως θέατρο συγγράφη. Ακίκο αντί. Όταν η παιδίον έκλειψε τι άφηρμα ή να ο πατήρ φοβήσει αυτό, με τίλθε εις το.
Ευρέτεινα σχολεία.
Ω ναι, ασχολίαν την άβετε. Τι νίκης θα γίνεται. Η σχόλη προποδότε.
Ίστα έβρασε ποδία και ήκαλε.
There's some hair stuck in the paint. Maybe from the brush the artist used. I better ask Agilos.
Ευρέτεινα σχολεία.
Τι λαμβάνω χώρα. Αναζητήσατε εσύ τον Ηλέον. Πώς γαρεξεί και το χέπερις είναι ναυτικοί αποκλεισμοί. Επιήλθε αμέσως διακή.
I have some things to ask you.
Go on. It's the slow season.
I found this hair stuck in the paint of the graffiti. Does it mean anything to you?
Many artists here on Naxos use wild animal hairs to form the bristles of their paintbrushes.
What animal is this hair from?
It's too long to be a deer. I've heard that some thrill seekers like to get hairs from the bears that live on the island. They're mad if you ask me, but artists are an unusual sort.
I found this hair stuck in the paint of the...
Many artists...
What animal...
It's too long to...
Thank you.
Maybe you'll buy something next time.
Ως βόστης.
This temple is for the god of wine, Dionysos. Bet Marcos would like it here.
Εννοείς κλέπτος ύπνος.
There's that artist. Found you.
There you are. I've been looking for you.
Who's I?
Finica sent me to find and stop the artist. You?
You're here to kill me.
That's up to you.
Please, Mistios. Finicas is a great leader. Tell her I said that. I'm just a hand, not a mind.
Tell me why you did it.
I was commissioned. A contract from soldiers. They have power. You try to find people like that.
I would. I'm not spineless.
Mistios, I'm a poor artist. The Archon promised Rachmi I've never dreamed of.
And look where it got you.
I'll stop now, I promise. Not another word.
You made a mistake. A big one. As long as you own up to it.
I do, Mistios, I do. Here, my contract. See for yourself.
We're finished here.
You won't hear from me again.
Did you not hear what I said? These are their most skilled killers. You cannot stay in the public eye. They'll find you.
I understand you perfectly. But I also need to be seen. The propagandist did his job well. I need more support to attack Paros.
I've seen too many people die already. Please, come away from here.
Aspasia, what brings you here?
Alexios! Read the room, my dear.
I'm interrupting. Please, continue your discussion. It sounds fascinating.
I've just come to tell your mother that the cult's elite forces are after her, and that this place is too open.
And I've been telling Aspasia I need to appear in public to maintain the support of the citizens.
You want me to handle the cult soldiers?
Not only that. My people won't believe Paros is behind this without proof. I need you to find it.
Of course.
Good. And I'll make the rounds here. Shore up my support. Be careful. They're dangerous.
I know.
I'll get her out of here safely.
Of course. I'd be happy to help you both. I'll see you again later. cave entrance. They're in there.
χρήματα. Λείψω με δάνειο.
What can I do to serve the gods today, priestess?
Pirates are making the waters unsafe for travelers.
You want me to destroy all the pirate ships?
Can I count on you?
I'm in.
You'll be doing divine work.
May the fates be on your side. The cult soldiers were paid with drachmi from Paros.
Well, I could hardly ask for clearer proof. This will settle some scores. Take this to the Merchants Guild. Tell them it's the proof I promised. And tell them they can keep the coins.
Of course.
There was also this. I assume it's their orders.
I recognize this. It's an old dialect. The cult must use it to communicate with one another.
You can read it?
This money isn't from Silanos. It's from someone in Sparta.
That's not possible.
I can translate it for you, but these orders come from a Spartan king.
The Spartan nobility has always resisted the cult.
The cult is like water. Any crack in the stone and they'll get in.
Sparta stands against corruption.
Sparta has changed since we were there. Corruption spreads everywhere. As Aspasia says, even to Sparta. They want to instill discipline across the Greek world while they rot from within. They're focused on the wrong enemy.
I am still Spartan. And so are you.
Are you really?
I have responsibilities here. Paros needs to be stopped. But then, yes, I will go back.
We will destroy your statues. We will burn down your temples if that's what it takes to rid the world of rodents like you.